were in Powell's room alone with him?
I thought I could get him to confess.
So you waited up all night for him, and then you ambushed him?
I didn't see anything else I could do. I thought if I could just talk to him alone.
Yeah, well, you took a very big risk, Marty.
Maybe, but there isn't anything I wouldn't risk to see those three tossed in jail.
My son's not going to jail. In fact, I've taken steps to guarantee that won't ever happen.
Have you been following us?
Of course not. Well, thanks to Miss Saybrook, I have to live in this hotel with my entire life on hold while I fight those ridiculous charges you brought against my son. But with any luck, that's going to change soon.
And what do you mean by that?
You can't win your case against Todd.
Wishing doesn't make it so, Mr. Manning.
Quite so. That's what experts are for. And I've assembled a team of expert lawyers, some of the best in the country, in fact. I'm through trying out local ladies like Nora Gannon. These men are professionals who will do whatever it takes to ensure that my son doesn't spend one night in prison.
And how do they think that they're going to do that?
For starters, we're working on a new court date. A year from now.
A year?
Also, because of the unfair bad publicity we've received around here, we're looking for a change of venue. I mean, for us to get a fair trial, we need to have a trial somewhere far from Landview. And just to take care of that one issue should take, well, 6 months.
If you're so sure you're going to win, why postpone the trial?
Because planning takes time and patience. But then, I'm a very patient man. I also have plenty of money. So I can do whatever it takes to drag this out as long as it takes to prove Todd's innocence.
Innocence? Todd's guilty and he knows it.
And he's gonna pay. You better get used to that idea, Manning.
My son is paid enough already for a crime he didn't commit.
Oh, he hasn't begun to pay for what he did to Marty.
My son was seriously injured. He was almost killed, or doesn't that matter, since he's a man, now that you feminists have rewritten all the laws?
Back off!
My son may never be the same again. He may never play football again. He may never have any of the normal life he once had. Right now, because of you, he has taught 24-hour-a-day guard to make sure that no other wild-eyed vigilantes like your friend Luna try and hurt him again.
You better get your facts straight, Mr. Manning. Powell Lord was there. He saw Luna hit Todd in self-defense.
I don't care what that upper-crust little pansy says. I know that my son's life has been ruined because of you, and I am going to see to it that you regret that every day of your life till you die.
Why don't we stock up for tonight? Kevin, Rachel, and Jason, you invited them over for a swim, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, well, I think it'd be good for you to relax with them.
I wanted to thank them for all their help.
Well, I know you did.
They worked so hard, and now
Hey, just because Todd Manning's dad's a sleaze doesn't mean that all our friends' hard work didn't pay off.
Can't be true what he said.
Well, we don't know, do we? So let's deal with it when we know the facts, not the threats.
It's going to have the lawyers keep postponing the trial.
There's nothing says they'll succeed. He may have been blowing smoke for all we know. So let's relax tonight and deal with Peter Manning tomorrow.
I can't. I cannot relax until Todd, Zach, and Powell are in jail.
Yeah, well, that may take some time.
I have to know.
Know what? What are you going to do?
And find out if Mr. Manning can do what he's threatening to do.
Oh, come on. You're tying my hands here. You're making it impossible for me to prosecute this case. Right. Well, that's exactly what I was just trying to... No, I cannot do that. Look, I need some time to think about it. I can't... I tell you what, I'll call you back. Sorry, guys,
So we're not, but I guess...
Look, I'll wait outside.
So what's up?
Did Todd and Zach really ask for a change of venue?
Yes, they did.
So it's true. This case could be dragged out for almost a year before it goes to trial again. Hank?
Oh, Marty, it's a little worse than that.
Worse? How could it be worse?
Are you sure you want to hear this?
Hank, what are you talking about? Would you tell me? I deserve to know.
Look, Marty, there's a chance this case might never go to trial again. At all.
What?
Recapture freshness every day.
That was the state's attorney general. And I gotta tell you, Marty, he hates this case in a major way.
Hates the case. Why?
Too controversial.
Since when do they care about a local rape case?
Well, since it's an election year, this case has polarized Landview. I mean, just look at the fallout, huh? Prominent people involved in a sex crime case. The president of Landview University pressured to resign because he handled it badly. And now a radio celebrity, Luna Moody, bashes Todd Manning in the head with a lead pipe. And all I'm getting is reports of demonstrations and death
So this
threats.
case is inconvenient? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying, Marty. But I'm just telling you what the Attorney General just told me. You know, this is what's called a political hot potato.
So what?
So, there are a lot of people under a lot of pressure.
Besides me, you mean?
Marty, those three boys are from very influential families. And the evidence isn't concrete enough to give us a good shot at getting a guilty verdict. And this case is costing the taxpayers a whole lot of money. And all it takes is just one politician crying about government spending.
Hank, after all we've been through, you can't tell me you're just going to toss this case aside. I know how hard you've been working on it to make sure that justice is done. I've been there watching, seeing what you've done. Please don't tell me you're willing just to drop this.
Marty, I already told you. None of this is any of my ideas.
So who says you have to go along with the Attorney General? You're the district attorney of Landview. Hank, please. Don't tell me all that work is going to be for nothing. Don't tell me I got up on that stand and nearly bled to death, testifying, so that the charges against those guys could go up in smoke.
Hey, Marty. Here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Listen, I want to make sure you understand my position in all of this.
I do. I don't blame you for anything, Hank.
Look, Marty, I still want to win this case. As much as I ever did. Maybe more. And almost as much as you want me to win it. And look, Marty, I just want you to rest assured that I am not going to cave in to the Attorney General. But he is not my only obstacle. The evidence in this case has been thin from the very start, and I made no bones about that.
I know.
And now before I can try to convince the second jury that you were raped by three men, I've got to convince the Attorney General. And if I don't give him enough to keep him quiet, the man is going to be all over me.
But the evidence, the physical evidence was never that strong.
Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, I've looked at everything I have, and boy, I tell you, if I just had one piece of proof that these guys lied. You know, Marty, I really thought this was going to do the trick. But by the time Kevin and Swede got to this piece of evidence, this sweatband, all the evidence of force was washed away. And as far as the chain of evidence goes, I mean, you know, Todd gives it to Powell. Powell takes it to the woods. Elmer finds it in the woods. So much for a clean trail, huh?
Hank, who knows the results of the forensics reports on that sweatband?
Well, The lab technician, police department, Swade, Kevin, you and me. That's about all for now.
For now.
Yeah, Todd's new attorney should be stepping in here any minute. And they're going to put us through the discovery process all over again. I figure they'll be asking for the lab report. Why do you ask? Excuse me. Oh. Oh, man. Look, I totally forgot. Listen, just tell him I'm on my way, all right? Thanks. Oh, look, Marty, I've got to run. But, we can talk about this some more if you want to later on, all right?
Okay.
Take your time, finish your coffee. I'll see you later.
Okay.
I saw Hank walk out. I didn't know whether to leave you alone
No,
or...
I'm fine. I just needed to take a second.
So what did he say? About the change of venue and postponing the trial.
It's true. All of it, what Mannings said. In fact, Hank may even be forced by the state's attorney general to drop the case completely.
What?
Yeah.
So what are you smiling about? Marty, are you okay?
I'm fine. Because I know what I need to do. I have a plan. And I have a secret weapon.
What do you mean that you have a secret weapon?
There's another way.
What are you talking about?
If Hank gives into the pressure, right? He drops the case. That's it. It's over. They go free, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I can't live with that. And I'm not going to let it happen.
But what can we do?
I want the men who raped me punished. I want justice. And I just found a way to get it.
By doing what, Marty? Haven't we already done everything we possibly can?
No. Not everything. There's still one last chance.